London derby. Can Arsenal...
Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Fancy reliving the glory days without emptying your pockets, getting this season's kits without leaving yourself skint? Well, you can at okjersey.com, where retro kits and this season's fits from every major beast across Europe and the Premier League don't break the bank. That iconic Leeds 70s strip, Liverpool's 89 Hillsborough Heroes, Manchester United's 99 Treble Terror, and even Arsenal's invincible Shimmer. Juve Black and White Zebra Classics. Real Madrid's Galactico Whites. What a player R9 was. Inter's Nazuri Nights under the San Siro lights. PSG's stylish 90s flair. OK Jersey have got them all. Direct from all the vaults. Authentic retro fire at prices that leave change for a pie at the match. No fancy markups, just pure kit passion. Free shipping for all orders over €50. And if you're part of the Just Joe family, you can drop the code JUST at checkout for 8% off. Because supporting the Mighty Whites or your continental crush, Tacticos, Barca, I'm looking at you. So gear up, don't break the bank, and go to okjersey.com, where history and current prices are affordable. Scan the QR code now, hit the link in the comments, and don't forget to use code JUST at checkout for 8% off. Peace out. Now let's get back to the boss show.
I wish it was a boss show. I'm absolutely gutted, crestfallen, beaten, battered, and bruised. Leeds United have lost. That's 5 in 6, is it now? 4 in 5, I'm not too sure. Just that one solitary win coming against West Ham. I didn't know what to expect today. I said 2-0 pre-match. More hope, more than actually knowing anything. We go 1-0 up. I'm surprised with the state of the refereeing over the course of 90 minutes that they didn't chalk that one off as well. But listen, I can't blame the referees. We still lost. We had chances. I know what the rhetoric is going to be. The manager has to go. But for me, I will always try to be objective and try to take a step back. I actually think we performed well today. I think it was a good performance against a Villa side that have won 7 on the spin. However many games it is. A Villa side that will end up in the top 6, probably get Champions League. And we gave them as good as we got. Apart from their goals, there was a few chances, actually. That's probably wrong. But, yeah, Leeds United have lost, and ultimately now we're in the relegation zone. It's nothing new. Like I've been done saying that Leeds United, as it stands, will be relegated just due to the level of our squad. Because if you look at the other teams, I'm not sure who goes down in our place. Now, people will talk about changing the manager, for example. But I don't think anyone could get any more. I mean, look, I'm part of WhatsApp groups. Paul says Farker needs sacking. Wrong lineup. It wasn't the wrong lineup. Why was it the wrong lineup? Did you watch the first half? How was that the wrong lineup? You can talk about lack of subs, fair, but how was it the wrong lineup? We were better than Villa in the first half. You can talk about his in-game management, totally fine with it, totally fine. But it wasn't the lineup. It wasn't the lineup. I've just seen a funny comment. I'm going to try not get dragged into it, but I will respond to this because that's funny. Mate, when do you ever just turn up and say you were wrong? You haven't a clue about football. I've done it many times, bro. But guess what? I have a channel. You're watching me talk about football, bro. What does that say for you? If you know more than me, set up a channel. That's it now, no more. I can back him. We were good, man. And you know what? Do you know what? You've just mentioned there, Vic's just said, even our subs aren't great. They don't change much. Look at their subs. They have a better squad than us. But I actually thought Dan James was really good. I actually thought Dan James today was really, really good. If this is your only takeaway from that game, right? Oh, and you're the guy that said you're the guy actually that just said I don't know anything about football. If that's your takeaway from this game, then you don't know anything about football because Aronson was good today. Aronson was good. Now, before a ball was kicked, I said I would have liked to have seen James. But Aronson was good today. So I'm not on no payroll. Are you mad? Me on a payroll. Yeah, I mean, don't mean I don't know anything about football. I just think he's a good manager. Anyway, I'm going to turn off the comments so that I don't get drawn into it. Strictly football. I thought the midfield was tenacious. I thought the midfield was great today. Longstaff, Ampadu, and Tanaka. We didn't see much of Stack. There was one passage of play where Ampadu wins a challenge. Longstaff knocks it on and Tanaka takes it away like bam, bam, bam. That's what it's there for. But we're up against top opposition. The first goal, I'm looking at Okafor in the second half. It's a run. Daniel Marlin's in the box when the ball comes to him. And Okafor's behind, still playing catch-up by the time he's already passed it into Rodgers. And Rodgers has a lovely, audacious flick. A lovely, audacious flick. Yeah. Then it's the free kick. Again, on that free kick, it's a slip from Goodmanson. How's your luck? He's had so many unlucky moments. It's a slip from Goodmanson. Strauch sticks a leg out. It is a free kick. And Rodgers has scored with a sublime effort. That's what that was. It was sublime. We've then gone up the other end and scored. I hate this offside rule. The fact that what's Calvert-Lewin supposed to do? It's hit him and it's gone in. Happy days. Happy days. But yeah, Leeds United now staring down the barrel. I said I feel that Farker had to get something from this game in order to get Liverpool-Chelsea. So regardless of what I think, this is what my opinion is in terms of performance. If I'm looking at that from performance, I go, played well, up against top six side. On another day, we get the points in that game. We'll play lesser opposition than Villa at Ellen Road. So I'm okay to stick. I'm not going to twist. That's where my head's at. Now, what I will say for the ownership, we'll get battered at City. Everybody gets battered, apart from Newcastle at St. James's. But we'll get battered at City. How do you beat Villa? He'd have been given Liverpool-Chelsea. I feel if he gets battered at City, he then has to win them games. And I don't think we'll win them both. And therefore, I think he'll be sacked. So the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall. It's hard pill for me to swallow because I like the manager.
But yeah, it looks to me. Look, all this week, people have been saying that the manager's lost the dressing room. You watch that team today, you watch that performance, you can't say that. They were fighting for the shirt today. That first half, we were all happy. We were all happy. We were all happy. It was a great performance. Thank you, Alex. Some people can actually see that. Man's deluded, straight up not been well over past couple of months. But who's that in response to, bro? He's talking to me there, bro. I hope you're okay, man. But I'm sorry if I've upset you, yeah? But can we just leave that stuff, yeah? Are you on about me there? I assume you are. But if I've upset you in any way, let's just move on. Yeah, Villamate just texts me saying we were a better team and thinks we look good. End of debate. I think we did as well. I know, mate. I know, Jamie. I do, bro. I hear it. I also hear what you folks are saying. That, oh, all right, yeah, we went down with the We Perform Well trophy. I get it. And I get why people's frustrated. But you know why I like the manager. So not everybody does. But I saw enough from that performance today to say, do you know what? We were good. We were good. As a Villa fan, you gave us a bloody good game. Heads up high, Leeds. There you go. Yeah, it's not cool, is it, man? But so this is where I disagree, though, Sausage, because it did work today. We were good today. We were good today, I thought. We'll be relegated, but good. Yeah, I know. I hear you, bro. I'm hearing all sides. Promise you, I do. I do. But yeah, but it was the other stuff you said about picking fights and stuff that I was bothered about, mate. On about me picking fights, deluded, on about me, I guess. But do we have enough to stay up? I can't say no, Matty. I've been saying that as well, Matty. This is the point, mate. I don't think we do. Because even with a new manager, right? This is where my head's at. Who's going down in replace of us? Wolves, Burnley, and Leeds, right? That's your bottom three for me. So if one of them are to stay up, who's going down? Who's going down in their place? Fulham beat Sunderland. West Ham have scored like fucking 8 goals in 3 games. I know they drew yesterday, but still. They drew against a good Bournemouth side. Forest battered Liverpool. Who's going down? So I think we could be going down anyway. We lost it. It didn't work at all. As soon as Emery made changes, we didn't know, did we? Because when they scored their equaliser, we were the better side. They get a breakaway, and unfortunately, Goodmanson slipped. Strauch stuck his leg out. If that passage doesn't happen, what other chances, bro? But it is what it is. It didn't, Joe. We lost. How did it work? Because it's not as linear as that for me. We just don't have the quality. That's where I'm at. But yeah, the subs again. Yeah, I agree. I agree on the subs. I was saying it during the game. I was saying now, I think I was saying it 55-60, bro. I was saying the way our manager thinks, and it is a criticism, our manager thinks we're playing well, so I'm not going to change anything. When what he should do is, yes, we're playing well, but I'm going to mix it up. Give Villa something different to think about. So what I would have done, I'm not a manager, of course, but I'd have gone, right, Aronson and Okafor off, Nonto and James on, double substitution, boom. Right, now deal with that. When the game was 1-1 or whatever. Now,
when we go 2-1, he did change it to a 4-2-3-1. It's the first time that's happened. That's not true. If you watch the first half, we were so intense. That's what we were speaking about how we were back. We were so intense. We're on it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, people want more than this roster can give. They played well today and lost to a better team. Going to happen with the next manager too, exactly. This new manager still has the same players. That's where I'm at. To stick with him is defeatist. I disagree. The reason I disagree, mate, is because I think we'll get results. Just a reminder to me to keep my mouth shut. It could be different ideas, Demar. It could be different ideas. Again, look, we can talk about the squad. I'm not trying to deflect from the manager. But, for example, today, Strout came in and was decent. Nearly scored. Good in both boxes. I know he gave away the free kick. But we've spent 15 million on Biol. He's not getting in the side. He's not good on the left centre-back position. We spent 5 million on Bornau. He's a unicorn. He doesn't exist. Why? James Justin, this is a criticism of the manager. Why aren't you using him? You need to be using him. You need to be using James Justin in some capacity. Again, criticism of the manager. But the squad's just not there for me. Big up to Mecha. Hold my hands up. Hold my hands up. I've said he's not the guy. He's now got 3 goals. He's got 2 in 2. Boom. You know? But this is all the border. I mean, that's where I'm at. But at that point, we were behind and he wanted to go for it. So 4-2-3-1. He's got to roll the dice, hasn't he? Can I ask Joe? I'm torn. But if you think we are going down anyway, why not try changing something now? I hear that, and a lot of people have said that to me. I think my thought process is I want to get to January and see where we're at. But that might be too late. So yeah, I have skin in the game because I like the manager. But look, if they are going to sack him, I don't think now's the right time. And I know that might sound mad, but if they are speaking to a manager, for me, wait until after Chelsea-Liverpool. Wait. Go to City, battered, all right, okay, expected. Next home game, we get beat, all right, then sack him. If you're going to do that, because then he's got a decent run of fixtures, decent-ish 4 games between then and January, and then you get January. My concern would be if you change a manager now and they come in and their first 3 games are City, Chelsea, Liverpool. If they lose all 3 of them, we're already fucked because it's already set in. New manager came in. We didn't get a bounce. We've just been battered 2-0, 3-0, 5-0. We're fucked. That'd be my concern. Might not happen, but that'd be my concern. 49 has caused the problem, but Farker is making it worse. Any recruitment has to be under a new manager to their system. Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't see that, mate. I did not see that. Boss Nass. His name's Boss Nass, mate. And me and Boss Nass have spoken on the phone. Had a long chat yesterday. Cleared the air. Apologised to one another. He phoned me. But his name's Boss Nass, mate. Boss Nass, not Boss Mass. No, I'm not, though, John. I'm not, am I? I said I was wrong on Metcha. Don't do that. Oh, you're always right. I'm only giving you my opinion. That's what that is. Of course, my opinion can be wrong. Can't watch you defend him anymore. That's fine. I don't know what you want me to say. Come on here and say, right, he needs to be sacked. Why? Because you didn't win. Right, okay, but what happened during the game? Oh, well, he picked a decent lineup. We were 1-0 up. They get back into it. Then we're back on top. They score a free kick. The subs I can question. Is that enough to sack him? Not for me, but that's what I'm saying. It is what it is, you know. That's where I'm at. We're not gonna get results. Subs should have been. I believe they should have been before that, before even Villa got in front. I'm agreeing with you there. What we have might as well. I disagree on that, bro. But I'm just saying, I think it might be better for them to have a better run. But yeah. Stop with this. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. No, I think James needs to start right wing. He was really good today. When he came in, Bogle actually had his best game for a while. He showed up, called it, said he's better and he's better of an all-round fit. Yeah, I was wrong on that. Let's have a look. 100 million for this lot. Are you serious? Yeah, it's not a great squad. The squad assembled's really poor. Farker, no accountability, and Joe, no accountability for him. Human sentiment. What the fuck does that even mean, bro? I take no accountability for fuck. What are you going on about, mate? Let's have a conversation about football. I don't know what that means. The delusion on this channel, for me or others in the comments, for me, it's fine, bro. You can have a different of opinions. Unlucky Leeds, I hope you stay up at the end of the season. Same jabba dabba doo. It's yeah, nah, it is. It feels that way. The board is not at fault for not playing players. Which players though? Which players? If you're going to use Dan James this season, he's been shit. Let's not rewrite history. I do believe he should have started. I do believe that. I'm not trying to do some madness. I do believe he should have started because he's had time now since his injury. He played well in international break. He should have started. However, up until that game there, Dan James has been shit. Of course, man. Of course. Same, mate. And people used to say that to me about Bielsa. This is Leeds United, not Bielsa United. I've had that before as well. I don't like Farker more than if he goes tomorrow, so fuck. I'll do a video. He's been sacked. I disagree with it. Who's the new manager? I'm not wedded to him like that, bro. Promise you. Join a purely footballing sense. What do you like about the manager? Well, outside of Bielsa, it's the best football we've played for a long time. We've had 2 good seasons under him that I've enjoyed creating content around. You know, last season, like we walloped Stoke 7-0 and stuff. I've liked the style of play. No, that's silly, and you know that's not true, you know. But I've had that before as well. This is what I'm saying. I've seen this movie before. I'm sorry, I'm not sitting on here saying we should sack him because I actually think we played well. I thought we played well. Yeah, no, exactly. I was thinking more so you could have Sunderland, Palace, whatever, but it is what it is. No, fair enough that we can label that at him. I agree. He did do. He did switch it to a 4-2-3-1 today. I think he's lost the crowd. I disagree. I respect him for his difference of opinion. Have done for ages. I just think the guy isn't the one. It's shite, all of it, and that's fine, bro. I'm glad you know what I mean. There's no problem there. You only come to see the Villa. Come to see the Villa. I mean, that's not true. Joe, watching Leeds, if you'd have oh mate, don't we know it? Unfortunately, it affects my mood. Like, I'm not doing the North London derby now. I'm just gonna go watch it in my bedroom and go to sleep. Do you know what I mean? Because it makes you feel shit. And I didn't know how to feel prior to the game. I said before a ball was kicked on the video, I said the last time I felt like this was when we last time went down, when I wasn't really excited for games. I didn't know if we'd turn up in games. That's how I felt. Then they scored an early goal. I'm like, oh my God, half time, better side, 1-0 up. Oh, we can do this. And imagine if we do, and then you start to believe, and then it just goes. And that's what football does to you. It's fucking horrible. Drop Strouk, leave Biol on bench. Ampadu, no, Strouk was okay today, man. Ampadu can't do it in Prem. Bottom line, you win games as a manager, you keep losing, you are gone. That's true as well. So who are we blaming and defending today then? Yeah, I know. Aronson being picked is one, even though he was decent. The manager's going to take all the flack for this. You know? Are you on about Dan James? That's what I'm saying. Based on what he's played, he was shit. Come on, man. We're not rewriting history. All Leeds fans will agree with me that Dan James this season has been shit. Come on. What is a centipede? It's a thing with 100 legs or something in it. Millipede, centipede. Fuck knows, bro. Shit. People who, I know. He's big German sausage. He likes being on the Farker payroll, mate. I wish I was, bro. If he's got some money for me, let me know. Big up to Tom from Focus on Leeds. I respect this guy a lot. Farker's plan A is great when it's working, but the Premier League requires adjustments throughout games. And that's what, tactically, not tactically flexible enough. I respect Tom's opinion. He's a good guy. And that's the issue, innit? He did switch to a 4-2-3-1 today, but like I say, it's the first time he's done that all season. So is that a manager? I'll just do that, because he hasn't done it yet. But I thought the performance was well. But you are right. In terms of changing it. My concern is as well, and I said this, when he picks sides, I mean, it turned out to be the right decision. But I felt Calvert-Lewin should have started. So I'm going, he picks sides based on, he scored in the last game, so I'm going to play him. So, when Pirro played against Everton, played well, we win 1-0, and then we go to Arsenal and he plays Pirro, and I'm like, anybody could have seen that was never going to work. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's the end. No, Longstaff was good today. Bro, why are you being rude to me? If I see another rude comment, I'm just gonna remove you, mate, okay? Just go watch Arsenal and Tottenham and forget about it. Yeah, exactly. Andrea, spot on. I don't know what's been said. Has he said something on Twitter? I do respect Andrea's opinion a lot. So Ellis Platten says there simply is a manager out there who can get more out of this group of players. We've got to change it. Andrea says this loss is on Farker. Can't blame the effort of the team. After a promising first half, in the second Emery adapted. Our first line of pressing with Okafor and Aronson, both knackered, disappeared. Needed James and Nonto, which I said at the time. Fresh legs way early, sub off Tanaka, the icing. Yeah. Carbon copy of the Everton and West Ham games, but this time the signs were clear in the second half. He needed to react and he didn't. Tanaka, our most lively midfielder, subbed off after their second. Anyone could have predicted the sub of Nonto and Pirro. Always reactive. It's a pity because we have seen improvements and a good game plan in the first half. Longstaff on Tielemans, Tanaka on Kamara, Okafor and Aronson pressing their backline, then a good balance compact when Villa arrived in our own half. He's gone on, yeah. He's obviously, yeah. Do you know what though? I think Okafor was poor today. Yeah, this is where I'm at, mate. This is where I'm at. I think it's safe to say we're going down. And I've said that. Yeah, of course he's responsible because he's the one who picks it and stuff. I know it's basically the manager's job to take the blame, but it's not all on him. The bottom line is the squad ain't it. The fact, first time he's done that 12 games. Yeah, no, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. Joe, you're going down faster than the club. Okay. Sorry, Raymond. Sorry, I'm in the village. Christmas lights switch on with girls. Signal shocking. No worries, Claire. Yeah, no, I think, listen, I agree with that. I said to you, didn't I? Like, if we're playing well, the manager won't change it, even if they're tiring, because he sees that we're on top. It's like he's fearful of thinking we're on top. So if I tweak it, we might not be on top. When really, like Andrea said, and I said it at the time in the game, swap the two wingers. They're out on the feet. Swap the two wingers. Give the fullback something different to think about. But no. So I agree. I agree with that. Anyone hear about the guy? Oh, that's just silly, isn't it? Y'all look good today. If today was in September, I'm sure the majority would have been happy with the performance. Yes. Joe, I've been on a fantastic journey with you since Bielsa. Long may it continue. But Farker has to go. That's fine, bro. It's all Cooper's fault. Got beaten today 2-0, didn't he? Joe, one word. Quality. Cheers, mate. I actually think Farker was let down. Yeah, of course, man. We can talk about it till the cows come home. I agree with Andrea, but still don't think Brendan Rodgers does anything magical. No. That's where I'm at, you see, because I have to try be positive. So I've come off and I've gone, we actually weren't bad. Here, look, Villa fan here, lots of fight and physicality, but you may need a bit more than that in the Prem. Few quality additions needed in January, 100%. We've got the fight, we've got the endeavour. We saw that we hadn't seen since Newcastle, since Everton. We've been rolling over, tickling our bellies. Not today. So that's a positive. But like he also says, in them key moments, Aronson broke through. Could he have slotted in Okafor? He went for the shot. There's always moments, you know. They've got Morgan Rogers, who kills in a beauty free kick. If we're giving these teams a game, then surely the squad is good enough to win games. Maybe, mate. Maybe. I don't know. But he won't be sacked, folks. He won't be sacked. He'll still be here for City. I think we could get battered at City, and then they might sack him. Yeah. I don't think they'll sack him now. Because what's the point in waiting 2 weeks to give him Villa and then sack him? You might as well have fucking sacked him before. Do you know what I mean? And then what I would say in response to that is the 49ers have fucked up as well, because you need to have a clear plan. Because last time we didn't have a clear plan. Last time we brought in Gracia. Victor Orta was ready to leave if they went for Big Sam. Brought in Gracia. That went tits up. Then they went for Big Sam anyway. They didn't have a fucking Scooby-Doo. If you look at the way Rangers, I told you earlier, I was speaking to my neighbour and I was saying, what do you think? And about the 49ers, he's a Rangers fan. He went, fucking, you know what I mean? Look how they've dealt with that. They wanted Gerrard. They missed out on him twice. They wanted the Muscat guy. They ended up with Danny Roll, who turned him down in the summer. There's just loads. They stayed with Russell Martin longer than they should have. So I have no faith in them. I don't. They've done a good job, like him getting us back to Prem, but I just don't have faith in them. Stick a cushion under you. Yeah, I've got one, bro. I just don't have faith, man. I don't. In a nutshell, team was okay today. Management, however, was shiding. Yeah, that's fair. We move though, folks. Listen, I'll leave it there. The truth be told, mate, we've got 3 massive games. We might be sat with Wolves. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. We genuinely don't think they mind a yo-yo all shit. Oh God. even after all of that, they turned it around in a terrible league. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. We don't get that, do we, bro? Let's be honest. The Premier League is unforgiving. Unforgiving. And City next. Fucking hell. I know they got beat by Newcastle, but they ain't getting beat at the Etihad. Yeah, sack them all, by the way. Sack Underwood as well. I don't want him anywhere near it. They told us we had an 8 out of 10 window. They are smoking the pipe. Mate, the things that there is a manager. There always is a manager. We can't pretend that there isn't. And when people... listen, I can't be a hypocrite. When people say, well, who would you get? It's not my job. It's not my job, and it's not their job. They want the manager sacked. That's fine. There will be a manager out there. Who that is, I'm not too sure. There might be some opinions out there, but they're just reading threads on Twitter. Some won't have actually seen them. You going on holiday for next 3 games? No, I'm always here for games, bro. I'm going to go watch North London Derby, though, now and chill. Joe, spoiler alert for January transfer window. No thanks from Buendia. Yeah, man. Robbie Evans, Underwood and Farker all need to be sacked. Yeah, if you're going to get rid of Farker, which, I won't be surprised. If they do, then you have to get rid of them as well. Fuck them. We shouldn't have gone into Prem with a fucking brand new recruitment team anyway. It's laughable. It's laughable. You see big clubs, not even big clubs, you see Premier League clubs taking director of footballs from other clubs across Europe and stuff, and we're like, we'll employ the Eddie Youth as our sporting director. You're fucking having a laugh. Yeah. Anyway, we could be here all night. We could argue all night. I don't want to argue. I've seen enough today to think we can get results in future games, but also having read some of your comments and stuff, it's like, yeah, I get it. And if they sack him, they sack him. And we'll see what happens, how the cookie crumbles. But unless the manager's a magician, I don't know what they get out of this squad. It's poor. And what I would also say is, if we're staying up, who's going down in our place? I can't see it being Fulham. I can't see it being West Ham. I can't see it being Forest. So who's going down? I don't know. Bro, Dan James has been shit, man. Let's not be revisionists. But anyway, I've spoke on that. Brentford won't go down, man. No, we won't. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks always for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I know I won't. No, I will. And I'll see you tomorrow at some point. We'll get a panel on. Yeah, you can be. You're not fickle for wanting him out. I get it. We've lost a lot of games. So it's you're right as a fan of your football club to say get him out. And I think at least at this point now, I can understand people wanting him out. When people wanted him out in summer, I thought it was wild. When people wanted him out earlier on, I thought it was wild. But now I get it. Like, if you want him out, you want him out. And that's fine. Yeah, man. Get some tea, get some takeaway. We're shite and we know we are. That's it. Yeah. Anyway, peace out. I love you all. I'm away. 49ers, we did that. Big up to Darren, new member. I'm away. Peace out, love.